They've been plodding along quite nicely, but who's going to provide the spark to ignite their title challenge? Today, Team Whispers focuses on Liverpool. Today, Team Whispers switches its focus back to Liverpool, and with the international break providing some respite from the domestic match action, we thought it would be a good time to ask some fans what their ideal signing would be come January.
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk would come over. I'm pretty certain Van Dijk would come over.
People talk about Van Dijk, potentially he's available, potentially it's a lot of money, he's not the answer.
Yeah, we need centre half. We're struggling with the back, to be honest with you.
We would need a defender.
Someone big, maybe a couple of defenders.
Having the guy went to less than 15 million, it was a good buy, wasn't it? There's got to be players out there. There's a couple of players at Schalke.
It's the defence side that worries me the most.
Do you know what? Mascherano's about unavailable. We need a holding midfielder. We haven't really got a six of tackles. I think he wants to go back to Argentina, but there's a way of getting him back to just mop up that stuff in front of our back to Madrid.
Any player from Southampton, keep him happy as always.
Van Dijk is still a wanted man then. Last week we profiled a couple of alternatives to the Saints defender. Virgil van Dijk is the name that just won't go away. Kalidou Koulibaly of Napoli. Stefan de Vrij has played alongside Van Dijk for the Netherlands. The two defenders are viable options for Liverpool. But this week we thought we'd take a look at how Van Dijk himself has been performing of late and ask the question, would he be worth the money? Well, on three key metrics he is down. For a start, he's making less than half the tackles per 90 that he made in his previous two seasons with Southampton. He's also making a slightly lower number of interceptions per 90 minutes, and on top of that, he's down on clearances per 90 as well. Be wary of reading too much into these figures though, because there are a few caveats at play here. Firstly, he's played just 450 minutes for Southampton this season, which is a small sample size. All three of these metrics are dependent on the way a team plays as well, and given Van Dijk has played under three different managers, each with their own style, in the last 3 seasons, his apparent slide in form should be taken with a pinch of salt. Generally speaking, Liverpool's defensive woes have been well documented. Way back in August, Team Whispers identified a significant part of the problem. Liverpool's defensive problems have been well documented for a while. In building up from the back, they look to overload central areas. Their box-to-box midfielders push up alongside their front three, while their width is provided by the two fullbacks. Jordan Henderson in turn drops deeper to form a back three, but problems can arise when there's a quick turnover and they're hit on the counter. If Henderson is caught too far forward, Liverpool's centre-backs are left exposed and have to defend the width of the pitch. Ultimately, they're dragged into channels, leaving plenty of space for opposition strikers. As we pointed out 3 months ago, Liverpool's problems were coming about because when they overloaded teams with high fullbacks, too much relied on Jordan Henderson dropping to form a back three. However, in the last few games, Klopp has hinted at changing things up. Against West Ham, he set up in a 4-4-2 formation on paper, but it was by no means a traditional system. Instead of sending both fullbacks up to support the attacking players, he instructed his team to play asymmetrically. Alberto Moreno played more like a left midfielder than a left back, which allowed Sadio Mane to tuck inside without unbalancing the team. Joe Gomez moved into the middle to support the two centre-backs because Oxlade-Chamberlain, a natural right winger, did not necessarily need the overlapping support. This helped the high press, which Liverpool had started to drop over the course of the season. Moreno, by the way, is a man transformed. He didn't feature much last year amid some stinging criticism, but has become arguably one of the most consistent defenders in the league this time around. Compared with Sead Kolasinac and Ryan Bertrand for some context, the Spaniard outstripped his counterparts for tackles won per 90, key passes per 90 and successful take-ons per 90.
So that's it for Team Whispers and Liverpool. Let us know your dream signing in the comments section below and subscribe to stay up to date with all things Football Whispers. On Thursday we switch our focus back to Tottenham, so join us then.